have everyone back here again, and thank you everyone for your hard work and all your effort. I know you've been staying up all night just to submit those projects. Samputai everyone. So today we're gonna have Shaman to come and open the ceremony for us.
Hey guys, everyone. Okay, amazing. So how's your energy like? Okay, let me ask you guys a few quick questions. How many guys stayed awake until 9 a.m.? Okay, 60-70%. Oh, the teams that did not stay awake, do you guys feel a bit bad? Please don't feel a bit bad, that's quite alright. It's very possible you worked for 6 hours, but you were more productive than the guys who worked for 24 hours and then were just dilly-dallying. So it's quite possible that way. So, okay, can I have the presenter? No. Oops. Okay. Thank you. Okay, I'll just wait for them to fix things up. Until then, how was the experience for the hackathon? Amazing? Okay. Come on. Some energy. You guys need to be doing some pitching right now. We need some energy. Okay. So when we started off yesterday, well, 2 days before Friday opening ceremony, the numbers were, there were about 33-34% HKUST, about 25-ish% HKU, 20% CUHK, and then PolyU, MU. MU was like 15%, it was a surprising 15%, and so on and on. We shared the numbers on the opening ceremony. So now I want to see what are the numbers after the first round. UST! Woo! Yeah, okay. HKU! Woo! Okay, I think one of these teams is going to be really sad. Lingnan! Okay, we know which one it is. Metropolitan. Ooh, okay, one team, okay, amazing. Baptist University. Ooh, okay, 3 teams I think. CUHK. Okay. That's interesting. PolyU. Okay, so PolyU did not have that many registrations to start with, but seems like they have some crowd here. Or maybe they are just really loud. Okay, is it working now? It's still not working, come on. Okay, it's working. So we had about 350 participants who actually participated in the hackathon. This led to about 65 teams, which means on average that's 5.56 something number of people per team, which means most of you were smart enough to not have a team with 3 people, but had a team with 5 or 6 people. Because it's a 24-hour hackathon, it would be really dumb to go in with 3 people while other people are going with 6 people. Okay, so everyone's here smart. That should be obvious. Okay, the amount of burgers eaten over yesterday is 250 plus, as far as my McDonald's menu tells me. The annoying thing about McDonald's, by the way, is, and which is why the orders were late yesterday, it will only let you order 20 burgers in one go. Which means on my phone I had to place orders 13 different times to get burgers for all of you. Okay, the lines of code written. Devansh, where's Devansh?
A million plus.
A million plus lines of code written across all 350 participants. Now the interesting question is how many of those lines were actually written by US and how many were written by Cursor? I would say maybe 98% by Cursor and maybe 2% by US. Yeah? Less? 99% Cursor, 1% US? Okay. So that's something which has really changed, I think, over the last 2 to 3 years. Because 3 years ago, a hackathon, you would really have to write a lot of code. Maybe you would pick some up from Stack Overflow, which by the way is a dead website right now. But yeah, so numbers have changed. What's the amount of vibe? 6, 7. So apparently I had to make this joke again. And yeah, so that's a bit about the numbers and about everything that happened over the last 24 hours or so. I had the pleasure of being with you guys at Starbucks yesterday. We had a lot of push-up competitions. We gave out Coke for whoever could do more push-ups than me, which by the way is really easy to do. And then it was just really fun. There were a lot of competitions over monster drinks. Thank you to Region Dojo for sponsoring our monsters. They were extremely popular among all of the participants. And yeah, okay, I won't take up too much of your time. Are you guys ready for the pitches? Yeah? Okay. So quick Quick rules. 1.5 minutes is going to be a hard limit. We will not give you extra time, 1.5 minutes, and you have to leave the stage. Make sure to be a bit more fun. Again, as we said on Friday, this is not a case competition. This is not an entrepreneurship competition. We don't want to just be looking at boring PowerPoints. If you have a PowerPoint, that's still okay. We just don't want you to rely entirely on your PowerPoint because we want to see technological innovation. We want to see how you have been creative with your ideas, with your products. So, go crazy. Okay, let's start.
Thank you, Shaman. So to start off, we want to just also say a big thank you to our sponsors here again, and thank you for coming back. And we'd like to just give also a time for our sponsors to share and also present a few token of appreciation for your support. And can we first invite Mr. Peter Membry from ExpressVPN? Can we give him a applause?
No, it's not showing yet. We will show it when you're ready. I will show it when you're ready. Use audio. Audio, please.
Hey everyone, so unfortunately we weren't able to be with you on Friday, which is a pity. I can tell from the other people I spoke to, there's a massive amount of energy and it was a really exciting hackathon event as well. For those that did survive the 24 hours and are still awake, clearly you're going to make good developers. Hopefully you're not too addicted to caffeine yet, but don't worry, that comes with time. So yeah, just a briefing about very quickly on our track. So unfortunately, as I said, we didn't get to talk to you about this on Friday. But we're seeing the internet being used in ever-changing ways, and these days we are having people using it younger and younger every year. Now it's not common. It's very common to see like a 1-year-old or a 2-year-old using a phone or using an iPad and accessing services. Things like YouTube. And of course, we have things like YouTube Kids, stuff like that. But for many other services, for like example, like social media and things, it gets very complicated very quickly. One classic example of this is WhatsApp. So when my eldest kid was causing some trouble, he basically lost his phone for a good 6 months, and I was able to give him a good old Nokia phone, which I thought was hilarious. Him less so. The problem though was all of the groups that were used by his school, by his teachers, were all WhatsApp groups. So taking away the phone had a massive negative impact. And ironically, relatively little positive impact from our side. He was still using the thing constantly. Turns out he figured out how to use SMS. But this is part of the challenge, right? We're having more and more people use these technologies that weren't really designed for them, weren't designed with kids in mind. And the problem we've got is the more secure and more private we make things for us, it's a double-edged sword. And historically, the case has been, you either make it super open, so that everything is open, everything is vulnerable to everything to look at, or you can have it super secure, post-quantum encryption, end-to-end encryption. Well, the problem we've got is we need to kind of do something, kind of in the middle of this, right? We need something that gives us that security, but also that allows us to protect people that, need protecting and are potentially vulnerable. And again, this is true with any sort of advanced technology. There's always the good, there's always the bad. It's just how the world works. And so one of the reasons we really were excited to sponsor the event and our track here was to see, well, if we've got all these smart people who are willing to come in and dedicate 24 hours to this, let's see what we can build. Particularly, most of the people obviously taking part are university students or young people yourselves. You will experience what the internet is like, and what the tooling is like, what the impact is like. And if you imagine how much has changed since you started using it, and now imagine in my case I've got my oldest son is 16, my youngest is 9, and so he's now coming up into the same sort of tech that my 16-year-old's using. But again, all this tech is still pretty much aimed at adults. And that really, it causes some problems, shall we say. Right, the tech that protects me as an adult, protects my privacy and my personal information, also protects theirs. So, for example, with my kid, I don't know what he's doing online because he uses ExpressVPN. So, I am both proud and devastated simultaneously. Ironically, the better I make ExpressVPN, the more difficult my life as a parent becomes. So there's a lot of interesting challenges here to be solved. I think it's unlikely any of them can be solved in a single night, unfortunately. But hopefully gave you a test of what I think will be a very interesting battleground over the next few years, especially. We've seen Australia with the social media acts. We've seen the UK with the online safety acts, and this is going to become a bigger thing. Parents, don't know how tech works. They don't know how to operate and how to properly secure and run these systems. For them, it's very confusing, and it's very easy for a kid to bypass things. Like, for example, even if you block a web browser for your kid, if they email themselves the link and they open it up in a preview window, they can watch YouTube just fine. And you have kind of an intrepid, in this case it was a 12-year-old, they will absolutely find ways around everything that you can do. And so we need better solutions. And hopefully we can, like web engineering, hopefully we can leave it better than we found it. But I think these constraints are very interesting. Everyone says this is basically, it's an all or nothing affair. What we need to be able to do is demonstrate that actually there is a middle ground where we can provide privacy and security, and we can also provide the protections that we need to provide, for us and also for the next generation, which I think is after all what engineers are meant to be here to do. So good luck for all the pitching. I can't wait to see what you guys have come up with, and good luck.
Thank you, Peter. Please remain up front. May we now invite Shaman to present a token of appreciation. Up next, may we please invite Devansh from Minimax to receive a token of appreciation as well.
So the reason why everyone's laughing is he's also part of the team, but he's also representative or like a sponsor from Minimax. So that's why I know him for 4 years now.
I was here overnight, 24 hours with all the other teams.
So once again, we'd like to thank all our sponsors for supporting this event and making this possible. So before we kick off into our pitching session, let us first introduce our judging panel today. So from HKUST, we'll have Rocky Lai. From AWS, we'll have Lok Young. From Mobillion, we'll have Vincent Lee. From OAX Foundation, we have ML Chan. From Minimax, we have Devansh. From Revision Dojo, we have Michael Tong. And of course, from ExpressVPN, we have Peter Membry.
Let's kick off with the elevator pitch round that everyone's been waiting for. So just a reminder, we have a hard time off of 1.5 minutes for all teams, and we'll now be starting with the first team.
Okay, hello everyone. Our team name is Team Gradient Descent, and I would like to start off with a question. Why is it so easy to start a project, but it's so physically painful to finish it? Anyone want to answer? No. Okay. This is where our app login comes to play. First, you can gang up with your teammates and create a room so you can log in together. All right. And you can add items to your, okay, he's making algo midterm. This is basically logging in for midterm. And then you can add items to your to-do list, like what chapters to study and whatnot. Additionally, we also have AI tutor on the left-hand side of this UI. And there's also a quiz function, which if you don't know is like the most effective way of studying. It's scientifically backed, so you want to use this actually. So for future development of this app, we intend to have facial recognition software to see if you're distracted and alert the logged-in group. This will make the individual peer pressure to study even harder. Will you use this app?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So now we'll have the next team up, Bob Builders.
I'll cue you guys to start. Yeah. Three, two, one, go.
Hello, we're Bob the Builders, and we're gonna focus on. Okay, so we're gonna focus on education. So basically, what niche we're gonna focus on is to try to help teachers and students. So basically, what we found is that for teachers. One of the problems that Hong Kong have is that a lot of teachers are suffering from burnout. Like, I've taught people myself. I know it takes a lot of work and planning to go into this. So we made a multi-app platform for this. So for teachers, it can help you plan things, and for students, it shows you all your courses. It gives you basically. It gives you a portfolio. It builds you a portfolio, and it generates questions for you based on your weaknesses. So here, it's like assignments. Teacher can assign students. We're using a Minimax API for teachers to generate assignments for students based on their weaknesses, and we're also using them to grade. Teachers must check their works before they can release the grades. And also, one of the cool features that we have is mini-pet. We need something to motivate the students because we know they're still teenagers. So we're trying to use mini-pet to encourage them to study more. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob Builders. And now can we invite the next team up, Mental?
By the way, guys, I'll key you to start. Just let me know when you're ready. Okay.
Okay, finance news is everywhere and is moving very fast. So can we restart?
Yeah. It's extended. Go ahead.
So finance news is everywhere and is moving very fast. So we scroll the headlines and we don't understand its true meaning on the market. And even if we have read the articles, without practices, it is hard to understand and easily forget the lessons. So we solve these problems by providing the ad tech platforms that automatically scraps the latest news and it turns into a learning loop. Our AI turns the articles into 3 steps: summary and learning concepts, which act as a tutorial, and a quizzes. It consists of 4 to 6 questions based on the content on the article. And what is special about our platform is that we add the gauge features. It is the index that shows the understanding of the users in specific market segment, like crypto and the stocks. The gauge goes up when users complete the quizzes in the sector, and goes down when they ignore the quizzes we publish on each segment. And we added also the leadership and the stacks and SB features to gamify the learning processes and helping students, users.
Okay, let's go. We're done.
Make it a daily habit.
Thank you, Menso. And now we have the next team, All Nighters version 2.
Let me know you're ready. I'll let you know. I like the ring. Let's go. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go!
Hey, why are you scrolling?
Oh, I'm sorry. There was a flying cow video, just I couldn't take my eyes off. Alright, let me start. Good afternoon, everyone. So, do you know that daily there are 1.6 billion children spending more than 23,000 hours yearly on just devices? So, this is leading to a severe cognitive state. So, we're all nighters, and let me introduce you our new brand interactive learning app, Blip.
Alright, so it's a mobile application that we have implemented. It works on the parents' end, where they can control what children that they have. A basic implementation of that is they can see their statistics of their kids, how they're performing, and their cognitive ability. Now, let's move on to the main focus, which are the children. Okay, so the parent can turn on child mode and hand it off to their children, the phone. To demonstrate, we'll turn on a 10-second timer because we don't have 30 minutes in this pitch. Once the timer starts, they can hand off their kid the phone, and the kid can go and do their normal thing, which is just watching. This is the gamble. So now this is where our app comes in.
Boom.
Where
1 minute, 30 minutes.
But it's interrupting the kid as he's playing.
Thank you, All Nighters V2. Next up,
You guys tell me if you're ready. Can you remind them every time? Look at me. Keep telling me I'm ready.
Yeah, you have to cue him for like when you want to start.
Okay. When you guys are ready. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Alright. 3, 2, 1, start!
Terms and conditions agreed.
You sold his soul to $1 billion corporation, and he just signed his life away. Are you tired of accepting legal contracts and terms of services without knowing what they actually entail? Me too. Introducing Contract Lens, an AI-powered Chrome extension that identifies risks when signing legal contracts. And here's a customer explaining some of our features.
So this is a basic Spotify terms of use website. You can load up Contract Lens on your extension, and it gives you a basic summary of what the terms and conditions are, basic key points, and all the entities in it. Then you can click on risk, and it shows you the high risk, the medium risk, and the low risk associated with the contract. You can also check out details for what the contract's about, and our favorite part, which is for you, where you can click what you are, choose what matters to you, choose why you're signing this, what your experience level is, and deal breakers to check. The reason we're using Spotify is because, it's an app made for everyone. Even kids use it. But a lot of the times they sign up and sign in without knowing what it actually does. And for example, we use AI to create a mock mortgage deal. If you get this, here as you can see, our dashboard also allows you to paste in the contract and get the same features which our Chrome extension does. And to secure all of this, we have the vault feature, which allows you to lock your analysis onto cryptographically locked.
Ding, 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 ding. Done. Yes,
Thank you. Now we have the next team, home team.
Three, two, one, start.
Cool. I have a question. What would we do if you're like taking a self-driving car to work someday, and because your road goes into a forest, suddenly you see this in the road? Actually, there is a chance that the car doesn't stop and you hit into the elephant and both of you die. This is one of the main risks of deploying AI in the physical world. Is that because it's a safety nightmare. If the AI hallucinates, you can bump into an animal like this, or you can like make a car accident. This is because we don't have actually enough data to train robots on these very rare scenarios. For example, an elephant is coming in the road. So this is why our product comes in. So I built basically like a platform that lets you simulate these very rare scenarios where you can upload an image or input some text. For example, I have an image here. Let me quickly upload it. This is an unexpected scenario where a cat is in a warehouse, which usually doesn't happen. A cat doesn't belong in a warehouse. But because of this world model, you can actually simulate that in 3D, and you can get like a navigatable 3D world that you can turn your robot on. In the interest of time, I'm just going to show an example of what it looks like at the end. So this is like a 3D world that was generated, and you can generate as many of these as you can. And it's running locally, so you can generate many of them, and also you can add other objects. You can export them to your favorite 3D software, and then you can use them to train your robot software. So these are like some example connector software you can like port this 3D map into.
Thank you. We're done.
Thank you, home team. Next up, we have Locked In.
Hello, hello.
Concept Branch! We built Concept Branch, a platform turns any topic into an interactive knowledge tree. What is an interactive knowledge tree? Let's see the demo.
So for starters, we will input a query and it will start generating a tree. And the tree generates these nodes, which are bite-sized information with highlighted keywords about what you just asked. And then it'll go into child nodes that explain each of the keywords that we think are key concepts. And you then can click on these subsequent nodes to generate even further into what you want to know more about. Say about entropy, we want to know more only about second law of thermodynamics, explain more about second law of thermodynamics. And furthermore, we also have an AI companion that you can ask about, like a normal chatbot, or you can ask it to expand on a selected node instead, which will give you more details in expanding it from a bite size to actual full text. Expand. 1 second. Okay, well, you'll see it expand.
Thank you.
That'll be all.
Let's go.
Thank you, Austin. Next up, we have Minor Bugs.
Hi guys, this is our app which is called Literally. So we're trying to rebuild all the brain power that you've lost from mindless doom scrolling. And probably your brain right now looks like this. And our mission is, by the help of reading, we want your brain to become like that.
So basically what our app does is it creates news into digestible format. So as you can see, somebody who has a high attention span is probably going to be able to read a full article like that non-stop, like the way it was intended to be read. But not everybody is like that. So because of the modern digital era, like everybody's neuroplasticity is different now. So we have a medium attention span where like it summarizes the articles in a medium way. It still gives you all the information, and a low attention span. So the long-term goal is to integrate this with your screen time, and as your screen time and your app trends change, it'll automatically adapt to your attention span that way.
And then the feature we have after you read an article is the learn section, where you can look back on an article you've already read and then go through the different content in it. So we have 9 different sections for the 9 different topics of articles you can get on our app. And then once you read an article, one of those bubbles will pop up based on the topic it is. You can go click on the bubble you're interested in, and then based on the number of articles you read, it'll test you on more and more information, getting harder and harder each time.
Then we have the community tab where after reading an article you can basically enter.
Thank you. That'll be all.
Thank you, Minor Box. Next up, we have Binary Brains.
Everybody just had a laptop, no? No, small is better because minimalist. And the laptop is too distracting for speakers. Like, I don't think it's that distracting. It's so big. 1 minute, 30 seconds. So every second. Also, 2 hands. Technically, I can do it for you now. I'll do it. It's fine. Go.
Hello, this is Binary Brain, and our project is called NeuroPlan. That is an AI study tool that helps students to generate the personalized study plan. For example, let's say I want to study calculus, and let's say my exam date is in March 11th and March 18th, and these are the inputs that you can customize. And for the modes, there are 2 modes that's for the different students with different academic level. And now I will create the diagnosis test to test my calculus skills. And to save time, I'll just like randomly input stuff. And you can also put no idea if you don't know how to solve it. And this is also in part for our AI to analyze it. And now we'll analyze the answer.
So the diagnosis now brings us to these insights. And here we can clearly see that the system pinpoints even subtle weaknesses in the chosen subject area. So that's one of our special features. And we also have other core features. And next, we are going to generate study plan, which is the last but not the least part of this project.
Thank you. That'll be all.
Thank you, Binary Brains. Next up, we have Dyson of the East.
The break is 30 minutes, right? Yeah, 30 minutes. Test.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hello everyone, we're Dyson of the East. We are part of StudyRun. So, introducing my friend Ryan Dyson. This is his speed time scrolling and cat videos, very constant. So, it is also a problem for lots of people out there. So, they spend lots of time, ages doing things that are not useful. So, we decided to create a solution for them and our friend here, Ryan. So, introducing StudyRun. Now, you can doom scroll any course with this. How it works is very simple. This is what your dashboard looks like. And then you can create a course on your bottom left. And then here, all you have to do is input some information, upload your files, and boom. This is your StudyRun Twitter/threads platform. And then here, as you can see, it utilizes things like brain rot, and also misconception, and also rage bait, because of course you need to remember 6-7 more than 3.14. So basically, it's a mind map without the users even realizing it. And that's it from us. That's not the East. Go scroll or go home. Thank you.
Let's go. Woo! What was the team name? What was the team name? Dyson of the East. Sorry? Dyson of the East. Dyson like the
Oh, Dyson of the East. Dyson of the East. The one that just went.
This is cool. I'm very impressed by the teams actually so far. I mean, not content wise, but like the code wise, not so sure.
3, 2, 1, go.
Good afternoon. I believe you know how AI makes coding easier with less people and time as well. The AI often comes with security gaps, accessibility issue, and real user experience problem. So the developers actually ship fast but not safer. And the more important thing that they need instruction to control AI.
So that's why we built YQA. YQA is one of the high quality assurance systems that not only understand code, but also understand how your product works. So after the user has logged in with GitHub, our AI agent is going to scan through the repo and separate it into two parts. Firstly, our assistant is going to identify all the issue file in the script using our standard set of rules. Secondly, our AWS browser agent can simulate how a user would interact with products.
We then merge everything into one report, what is the problem, what matters. So it's not just generating workflows, but also understanding them. So that's how Builder actually grow. So build faster, safer, and smarter with bad QA. So thank you.
Yes, our website right now. You can actually go try it out. Try just put your hackathon report inside, and you can see how good is your hackathon report. Or try YQA that will go
Thank you, Tomato Paste. Next up, we have Vaughn.
Three, two, one, go.
So before I saw the demos today, it was my hunch that GenAI would be heavily used in the ethics space, but I think we are not solving the underlying issue. So we have seen obviously flashcards and GenAI generating questions, quizzes, but these are just two options in a pool of massive, like a lot of different options of learning, right? So the underlying issue is understanding how each student learns, the pattern that they use to learn. So now the question is, when was the last time you were in a classroom, you were bored, but it wasn't the fault of the teacher or yourself, because you were just bored because you weren't understanding the way the teacher was teaching, right? So today we have learned about AI, and the problem that we solve is, basically understanding how students learn. So we use a VAK framework, which is Visual, Audio, and Kinesthetics framework, which basically understands how a student learns and how they can interact with different courses. So we see this particular student is very well habituated with quizzes. But like I said, it could be flashcards, it could be audio scripts, it could be anything. So how do we understand that? So we have this multi-agent tutor that understands and self-learns and also has a persistent memory, which means it evolves with the student. It evolves in how they learn, it evolves with how they react with different questions, and it just gets better with the student. So now my question that I want to finish with is, when was the last time you did a homework but it was fun, right? So yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. That'll be all.
Thank you, Vaughn. Next up, we have Aino in Tokyo.
Three, two, one. Oh, you can start. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello everyone. We're already seeing AI-generated content land lawyers and companies in court, but often the source, the text, is often being disputed. In some cases, that content has been linked to influencing teen suicide and other harmful behavior, without any reliable way to prove where that content has been produced. Lorigraph solved this by embedding a traceable watermark into every LM response and anchoring it to a blockchain, so any party can effectively identify the content source.
So this web UI here is just a simple example for demonstration in the root protection level. It's going to be in the pipeline instead of you having a UI. Like for example, let's create a company right now, and this project here is it's linked to the blockchain right now. And for example, this is like Amazon Bedrock, and we're using the model DeepSeek 3.2, and this is the user. And we generate a response here. I already created a response, but we can still do that. Yeah, you see here's a response, and then we want to watermark it, sign it with our key, private key here, and we can just go to user view. We paste it here. You can see it's invisible. Like we also have a Chrome extension for the user to like see which part of it it's AI generated, and then like.
Thank you. That will be all.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Chili Peas.
No, this shouldn't be Chinese for 100 yet. No, wait until I get it. This was Anon Tokyo. Now this is chili as.
What is
Chili. Now this is chili peas.
So 2 more, and then we have a 1 minute intermission. The 1 minute intermission is getting the first page from the judges. Getting the first page to the judges to Anthony's.
After the 16?
Yeah, after transfer. Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hello everyone. Attention is all you need for both AI and learning. So we are a team of engineers and scientists, and we would like to present you a versatile learning tool. It's based on a multi-agent system which helps you to prepare learning materials for everything. Quizzes, flashcards. Okay, it sounds a bit boring. You saw this 1,000 times. A bit boring, yeah, I agree. So let me just give you something. Our feature killer, because we are researchers in AI, so we have this headset. I got this for free from my lab. So within this 24 hours, this EEG headset was used to collect our brain activity levels using the EEG electroencephalography, measuring our attention levels. So we collected our cursor movements, we collected the movement patterns, and we analyzed it, and we made a regression model assessing our attention levels. So based on the attention, we feed this to our multi-agent system, and the multi-agent system adapts the difficulty of questions, the patterns, the pacemaking of the topics And basically, this is a deep learning model and connected to the multi-agent system, which makes the curriculum and topics specifically designed for you. Well, you can also see on the background, sorry, I'm a little bit fast, but on the background you saw the demo all this time, so hopefully you were able to catch up what I'm saying. But basically, yeah. So this is our project team. Chili's attention is all we need. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chili Peas. Next up, we have MIT of the Far East.
What's up, chat? How good is it? Three, two, one, go.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are Midfeed, and we are building the first AI platform integrable with common assignment sites like Canvas and Google Classroom. Instead of being overwhelmed by unclear digest emails and large amount of scattered lecture notes, Midfeed fixed this issue. It creates personalized learning content such as podcasts and slide decks based on all attached Canvas files and links, tailored for visual, auditory, and mixed learners. It's also paired with quizzes for review and a fully interactive platform, allowing regeneration of explanations and pictures for clarification.
Using the Minimax multimodal generating technology and Canvas assignment due dates, we could fully tailor a study plan, schedule, and exam-style revision content, making our product an all-in-one personalized revision assistant. With Midsuite, Quizlet, and Course Hero would now be deemed useless. More importantly, we target the key pain points of student procrastination. To solve this, we increase learning retention through AI avatars with customizable personalities and memories, as well as our comprehensive statistics dashboards to track and remind users of their learning progress. Feel free to try our app on first.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, we have Chinese Ferrari.
3, 2, 1, go.
We're Barely, your new AI study companion. The problem with current learning flows with AI involves you asking the AI questions. Eventually, this leads to a buildup of cognitive depth. But with Barely, you teach the AI instead by engaging with scientific methods backed with learning techniques such as active recall.
So we found out active recall actually boosts retention by up to 80%, up from just 30% with passive review. Further, techniques like the Penguin method allow learners to remember up to 90% of what they learn just by teaching it to someone else.
We're barely similar to your typical AI solution. We leverage an agentic solution that provides a hyper-personalized study experience, and the result, a metacognitive study loop that builds genuine understanding, not just exam confidence.
Worried about procrastination? Betty's got you covered. Its smart Pomodoro system automatically schedules your study sessions. And what's more is that it uses its memory system in an emotion-aware method in order to understand your motivation level and your whole learning journey holistically.
We wanted to make AI agents accessible to as many learners as possible, hence our intuitive overlay UI. Oh, look who's that.
So here's Barely.
Hi Ken, how are you feeling about studying today?
Hi, Barely. Can you show me what you can do?
Sure, let me show you. I'm Barely, your personal AI study companion. I can start a Pomodoro timer to keep you focused. Open reverse teaching so you can explain topics back to me.
Thank you for your time. That'll be all.
Let me show you.
Next up, we have Firebird.
Learning today is harder than ever to start and even harder to sustain. The internet is filled to the brim with content overload, boring traditional educational content, and slow feedback, which is why even passionate learners quit. The problem? Isolated learning experience. We don't need more information. We need reasons to stay. The key, companionship.
Thank you, Simon. So here's how Grateful fixes it. Just drop in any PDF, lecture notes, research paper, or even any topic that inspires your curiosity. Exa AI and Minimax LM instantly analyzes it, restructures it, and its audio models turns it into a guided, narrated lesson. Our breakthrough is a golf games-inspired AI companion, or you can call it Study Buddy. As you learn, it grows with you, unlocking personalized engagement and encouragement. We turn feedback into infinities, and a relationship into motivation. This is a companionship that locks the learner in. Our roadmap is even more ambitious. We're moving to an infinite, TikTok-style vertical feed with Minimax generative video tools. We're shaping learning as effortlessly and engaging as social media. Achieving this will also lock the learner's attention.
We aren't just building a study tool. We are building a companion for growth. Let's stop scrolling for distraction and start scrolling for mastery. The future of learning is here. Thank you
so much.
Good luck.
Next up, we have Delaney Moore. Delaney Moore Pro.
No clickers? Yep.
Okay, so what you see over there, he is a victim of deep fake memes, and so will be every one of you here. Me and my friends have created a lot of deep fake memes, and they are funny. Until you realize it's among your friends. What if, imagine what your enemy could do.
And there are three main problems with them. First of all is legal proof. Imagine someone steals AI-generated work or tries to scam you by promoting false propaganda against you. How do you prove it's legally untrue as quickly as possible?
Secondly, deepfake analysis. Over here, I have a video of Shaman saying there's a 10 million HKD cash pool for hackathon. Is it true? Is it false? How will you prove me wrong? How will you stop me from spreading this misinformation?
And third one is cybercrime prevention. This one is pretty clear. Now everyone uses AI, but we work to make sure the ethical use of AI.
There are so many problems. That is why we created Expose AI. So, basically, in this solution, every AI-generated image is converted into an independent NFT on its own on the Abelian QA blockchain. In simpler terms, every AI-generated image gets a digital stamp of its own.
Our agent AI, powered by AWS Bedrock, constantly scans the blockchain. If someone edits an image, it's not a problem. And AI checks the personality similarity against every image on the blockchain. If it signs a match, that's a red flag. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next up, we have Dream Hackers.
Audio out, right? Yes. 1 minute. What do you want? System settings. System settings. Don't worry. Do this. Go ahead. Yep. And then whenever you're ready, I'll put it on the screen. Good. Yep.
Three, two, one, go.
Hi everyone, I'm Neil from Dream Hackers. Imagine a high school student buried under endless career options, feeling lost without real insights into own strengths or job market trends. 1 in 3 people face this indecision. And that's the problem: information overload and a lack of personalized career guidance for high school students. And here comes Career Quest. It understands students' talents and interests from natural language inputs as well as job market trends from a large amount of articles and news. With a comprehensive career skill mapping in the vector database, we recommend the most promising jobs that suit our users. After users choose one career, a gamified skill tree will be generated. Similar to Duolingo, the tree unlocks skills only if prerequisites are met, tracking users' progress like a game, boosting engagement and turning planning into a fun process. In a 300 to 500 million US dollar ad tech market with low penetration and robust demand, we stand out with personalization, visualization, as well as a future projection that no static competitors offer, bringing impact and driving recurring revenues. So what are you waiting for? AI will steal your jobs, but ours will get yours. Thanks.
Just some showcase before we go. So you can unlock skills, right? And after you unlock skills, you can follow down the path and we'll recommend courses for you to go to. Okay, there you go.
Thanks, guys.
Got it in time.
Next up, we have Zenith.
Now you need to set it to 16 by 9. Oh, I see. Open your slides and I'll change it up. When you're ready to show it.
Slides, but you can just open it up right now. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so you can start when you're ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, let's face it. Have you guys recently searched news online and immediately regretted doing so? Why is that? Is it because there was too much violence, or was it economic collapse or political chaos? Now imagine that you're a 12-year-old kid. The problem is really simple. Kids these days want to stay up to date and they want to learn more about the current world, but they either are not having this information in a trustworthy manner or safe manner. What parents do is they pay for platforms that directly restrict all of the content that are important, or they try to have certain, or the kids have certain, go to doom scrolling on Instagram, which helps them to mislead information.
So basically that's how we built Zenith. Zenith is basically an intelligent media platform. Basically our deep research agent regularly scrapes the internet for recent news articles and converts them into animated videos for kids so that they're not just learning and being entertained. So basically here's how it works. So you can either browse what our agent has made already. So here's some videos.
Former President Donald Trump.
So that's the video on Donald Trump, or you can create something brand new. You can either paste a topic or a URL. So for simplicity, I've made a thing on reducing fat, so it has to fetch some data and create a story plan and videos and etc.
By using the internet, overwhelming information turn it into safe.
Thank you, that is all.
Thank you. Next up, we have 0 Days.
Audio? They said they don't need it.
Good morning, everyone. Every year, did you know that over $2 trillion are laundered globally? In Hong Kong, finance analysts are still burning out over spreadsheets and false positives and reports that take hours and hours to run. Meet Angela, an AI-powered 3D graph intelligence platform for anti-money laundering. You upload a CSV, a transaction data, Angela ingests it, builds a network, and visualizes it, allowing suspicious entities to rise and jurisdictions to map by lanes. Now, the agentic part. Our introduction to the data, the analyst can enable the autopilot mode to be guided through the suspicious data and filter out all the noise. Similarly, the analyst can type one sentence, find structuring patterns. 4 autonomous agents powered by the AWS Bedrock and Strand's Agent SDK take over. The insight parses intent. The research queries and ranks suspicious entities, and analysis generates plain English explanations, and reporting drafts a full SAR narrative. Angela turns hours of reporting into seconds, returning analyst time to real deep investigation. Analysis takes one button. Our AI did the rest. You can take a look at our demo now, and we will show the link. You guys can try it out. It's angela.mcedric.dev. That's all.
Thank you so much.
They don't want
Next up, we have
no clicker HDMI. Audio? No audio.
3, 2, 1, go.
皆さん、こんにちは。元気でしたか? What about this? So, my Japanese accent might be bad, but I've been learning for quite a while now. And one thing I can tell you is learning a language is really hard. It's not hard because the language is hard or bad itself, But because learning a language requires a lot of manual processes of creating flashcards, organizing your data, creating grammar rules and vocabulary, and it's really messy to keep track of all of that. As a language learner, I would much rather prefer being immersed deeply into the language I want to learn, rather than having to juggle multiple Google Docs or Anki flashcards. Well, this is why here we are building Flashlang. It's an AI-powered app built right into your browser. Stuck on some vocabulary on some website, or maybe a sentence or a paragraph? Well, we don't just translate it, we also store the context of that lesson into our database. And using that, our AI generates flashcards for you to practice. It's automatic, and you don't have to do any manual labor. Not just that, we also create stories for you using the context of your lessons that you have learned during the past couple of days, so that you can revise those concepts repetitively and have a good understanding of those things, and you don't have to do anything yourself. Our AI takes care of everything, so that you can just focus on immersing.
Thank you so much. That'll be all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, we have Bite Wave.
Set the resolution to 1816 by 9, please. Need to duplicate it. Sure. Slightly messier, but we'll work with it. No problem. On the screen now? Yep.
3, 2, 1, go!
Education has been the same for the past few centuries. We're just fitting the old stuff into a new platform and thinking that we created something new. But at Bytewave, we create something truly different. We imagine that what the next generation of education looks like.
So basically, instead of following the old pattern, what we've done is, of course, everybody's using AI for education nowadays. So there's an AI chatbot. But what's different about this? In this, sometimes some concepts are not clearly explained by AI chatbots. We've added an option of an animated version using Manim. This visualizes diagrams, allows students to stop at parts they don't understand and visualize them clearly and work on them. But what if they don't understand from that as well? Well, we also have an option to work with the community. For example, somebody can post a problem, AI can solve that, and other people on this platform can collaborate and learn together. Well, and you want to collect all this. There's AI to keep track with, there's the animated part, and there's the community part. How will they keep track of all that? We have a skill map for that. This tracks all your progress, it's interactive, and helps students show their progress before exam, so it's easier to work on.
This app is highly scalable because right now we have physics, but it's easy to advance into other subjects, to chemistry, to biology, to other things, but also from high school to other different levels. So with that, we believe that we imagine about the future. It's not about passive learning, but Bytewave.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next up, we have
Let's open up system preferences. The ratio.
Okay, so at this point, all of us have heard a bunch of education tech-related pitches, and most of them focus on what the students were learning. So that includes creating flashcards, creating better study notes, AI-generated answers, which are all great, but they don't focus on something deeper, which is how the student studies. And honestly, it's not just about what you learn, it's about how you learn. And that's exactly why we created Ori. Now, Ori isn't just another LLM wrapper with a chatbot. Ori is your personalized assistant that helps you study and identifies your study patterns in real time and tells you if those actually work for you. So, how Ori works is that we use multiple ML models in the backend along with Minimax and AWS DynamoDB for database management. So if you ever find yourself feeling unproductive or if you feel like you lack focus, Ori will be able to recognize that in real time and give you a study method that is actually suitable to you. So for example, if I'm trying to memorize a piece of text that's so theory heavy, and I'm taking a lot of time to do that, Ori will give me a study technique, for example, the Pomodoro technique, and then it will actually help me implement that in real time, and then give me an efficiency score so that I can see whether that actually works for me. Talking about efficiency scores, we have an interactive dashboard that gives you your efficiency score across.
Thank you so much. That'll be all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, we have Stellaris.
Wait. Come back. Just wait. No audio, right? There is. There is audio.
Three, two, one, go.
Good afternoon, we are Stellaris and we are building a multi-agent platform for education with learning science. We get our inspiration from WhatsApp, so if humans can collaborate in a group chat, why can agents collaborate as well? So we built a platform based on AWS Bedrock and currently implements 2 Minimax agents using JSON to collaborate. The agents are responsible for every detailed process throughout the study, and our demo now has 2 agents, but for future commercial use, you can implement as many agents as you want and switch to more self-contained models with just a few clicks. No matter how many agents we're using, they can all refer to our RAG database to be specified in DSE math. Now let's look at our app for some fascinating processes and features.
So this is our dashboard with some comprehensive information about your learning, and our core function is in the learning panel and the practice panel. So with one click, you can generate our AI can generate fully personalized lesson, and along with an audio narration.
Welcome back.
And we can also generate personalized practices and feedback. And the cool thing is we don't just give out the answers, we give hints. So it can help you learn. And we also have this evaluation panel where our agents can generate a full-length evaluation test and a comprehensive evaluation report. You can also keep track of your progress in the progress panel. And thank you so much. That'll be all. That'll be all.
Thank you. Next up, we have HKUST team.
Can I have your display settings? It's not on there, don't worry. Yeah, it should just work, right? If it's no audio and it's streamed by now, right? Okay. No audio? Yeah. When does it transition to this? When you want. So when you guys are lined up on the stage, yeah. Got it. Can I have a mic or? Yeah. Tell me when you're ready for the slide to be on the thing.
3, 2, 1, go.
Quick question. Who here knows how much screen time do you have? So I saw one team with 11 hours of cat video. But so global average, we have 7 hours of for adults, and this number for kids is 6.7 hours. So this is a serious problem because kids are spending as much time as adults, and 80% of their parents want to do something about it, but current tools only focus on controlling, but not why this limit matters. So our core vision is simple. We want to turn our kids' screen time to habits of responsibility. And that's why. And as such, we introduced our mobile app, Ura Max, where digital accountability begins. Here, kids will earn and spend their Ura points, their screen time currency. They lose Ura points for unproductive scrolling or reading unsafe content, and when their Ura points hit 0, all of their fun apps will be locked up until they recover their Ura points. Parents can also assign customized tasks, such as chores or creative challenges, to help their kids recover their Ura points. So now we have a few main features. We have Ura farming, where quizzes are automatically generated based on their recent activity and typed to their interest. For example, questions inspired by the games that they have recently played or the shows that they have watched. And then we have Ura maxing, where kids manage their Ura points, like money, learning how to save, invest, and plan ahead. And as such, Ura Max helps parents guide their kids using safe and purposeful screen time, raising them to be accountable and work ready. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next up, we have social enzyme.
Audio, right? Yeah, audio. This one's CI. English. Do you want to? It works. Just give me a second. Are you ready? Not yet. Okay, all up and then up, put it on. Okay. Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, we are Social Insight, and we use AI to help you create second you, to help you to talk to 1,000 people, and help you find your best friend. So, have you ever found yourself scrolling your phone and feel a little bit disconnected? Well, you are not alone. Half of the Hong Kong youngsters face isolation, but don't worry, we are here to help. Through our app, you can generate your digital twin, then find the one, plan the night, and you just simply show up, and then you can enjoy the joys of socializing. If you don't believe it, let's see.
Social Insight can create a digital you
by integrating insights.
By integrating personality insights and also engage in deep AI conservation.
Wait, tell me when you want audio. Now?
I like outdoor activities a lot. I've been traveling and bicycling. Challenging myself feels alive. Analyzing
and also analyze the calendar data and social footprint. And that's it. Sit back and agent will handle everything, including simulating thousands of interactions and find the perfect match. Then you plan the itinerary, find the shared topics, and also book everything.
Thank you so much, LBO.
Thank you. Next up, we have London Jiggers.
Full screen. It would be full HD because that screen only supports full HD. Okay.
No, that's fine. We don't need the like.
Set everything up, and then when you're happy, tell me. I will make that screen your slides.
2, 1, go.
Have you ever tried to teach somebody a concept but ended up mastering it yourself? And it's called payment technique. And we thought that people are required to teach something to somebody, right? And people are usually expensive and not reliable because they can cancel out plans. And the most important, they're not available at 3 a.m. And we thought that we can create something to teach something to that is reliable every time and you can access it anytime and it's as interactive as a real person. And we came up with DocLab. DocLab is a real-time speech-to-speech AI agent that is powered by Minimax Voice and Retail AI. And the workaround around the AI agent is pretty simple because you can pick a topic, generate a knowledge graph course, and for each node you can create a micro course using a bunch of agents that are powered by Minimax LLM and Exa AI. And also, after the course, you can teach it to the rubber duck, and the rubber duck again is powered by Retail AI and Minimax Voice, and in the end, you get scored by a bunch of, again, agents powered by Minimax LLM, and fix the weaknesses and then repeat. So, as Richard Feynman said, if you can't explain the concept simply enough, you don't understand it deeply enough. So stop being a quack, start being a goat. Thanks.
But I'm really curious, what exactly is reinforcement learning and why does it matter?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next up, we're having Justice.
Oh, by the way, for the judges, Team 29 is not here today.
Oh, this is Team 29.
Yes. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi everyone, me and my team, Justice, we built the Oasis EDU. Essentially what it is just, it turns the whole learning experience, not just the classroom itself like Chris said, it turns how you learn concepts, how you answer questions, how you interact with your tutors, which is an AI agent we built, into a whole 3D interactive game. Now, how we came up with this concept? So we unfortunately all have ADHD. So it's very hard for us to learn huge chunks of data, not data, text and images, static images, and we asked ourselves, how can we make this more interactive and fun? Like Iron Man, how he was interacting with Jarvis on the side, adapting the environment, so we're glued to the seats to figure out what he's trying to learn about this mystery. So we asked ourselves, how can we implement this in real life and learn any concept we want in this format? So inspired by Bruno Simmons, who built his whole freaking LinkedIn into a card game where you can interact with his projects and his links, we expanded on that concept and turned the whole learning experience into a 3D game. So let's say you're trying to learn history, right? And with our AI tutor, we will generate a whole interactive war environment where you can interact with the tanks or like soldiers to glue that information into your head. We feel like learning shouldn't be static, it shouldn't be non-engaging, it should be adaptive, it should be immersive, it should be engaging, like Oasis EDU. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, we have Dionysia.
HDMI? Yeah, it's HDMI as well. Can you set your screen to... can you give me your screen settings? Yeah, it's in display preferences. And display settings, can you open the whole display settings? Yeah. And you said no audio, right? Yes. Alright. That should be fine then. Yeah. set it to however you like and let me know when you want me to like put it on the big screen. Set it however you want. You have time, don't worry. But just let me know when you're ready so I can put it on the big screen. Ready? Okay. Alright, it's on the big screen.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hi everyone, so before we start, so can I get a quick round of hands on whoever has been there revising for their final exam or quizzes, but the lecture slides simply make no sense at all. Right, so most of you would seek help from online sources or YouTube videos, but the reality is most of them are simply too simple or too hard. No single resource out there are created for you until today. So here at Mantova and with the power of Minimax and Exa, we generate an entire course on whatever you like to learn, at the difficulty you like it to be, and for your specific use case. No matter it's for you to hack an exam, acquire a skill, or just for your hobby. With flashcards, multiple choice, and knowledge checks, we make sure that the contents are tailored for you at the highest possible quality standards. And not only that, as you progress through the course contents will be updated dynamically based on your activity, your feedback, and your performance. So we make sure that you are not wasting time on concepts that you're already familiar with and get the extra help you need on things that you may need more help. So start learning today and with Mantova like never before. And